Cindy, Councilman Johnson?
And to be clear that, you know, before I was on there, the council didn't know when the meetings were. I've asked for you guys to get the agenda, and you're welcome to come. If you don't like what's on the agenda, express it. There's a bunch of reasonable people on there.
Yeah. Clerk Bauer has a question from the audience or the internet.
This was sent to me via email from Dan Dobbins, 23755 Goddard. He has a comment more than a question. This is regarding the installation of sign at North Line and Inkster Roads. He referenced item number 6.54.
Okay, and the only thing is that's not, like the mayor said, unfortunately, that's going to be discussed at the next meeting, so it's,
Right.
and that's street lights and
So what I'm-
sidewalks, so I mean,
I can bring this up under open business because
yeah,
Sure.
I would recommend the next meeting that is addressed, possibly.
okay,
I mean, yeah, you can bring it up under an open business as well.
I'll read it
so.
under open business. That
Okay.
at least it gets read tonight. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
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 All opposed say no.
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 Roll call.
Mr. Remick.
No.
Mrs. Wenton.
Yes.
Ms. Croft is excused, I'm sorry. Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Becerra.
Yes.
Mrs. Pats.
No.
Mr. Woolley.
Yes. Motion carries. Okay, item 6.59 is a motion to approve purchases for water repairs and maintenance account in the amount not to exceed $105,000 in accordance with the attached schedule. Purchases are for fiscal year 20/2021.
Motion?
Support?
Okay, I have a motion by Councilman Johnson, supported by Councilwoman Pats. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Okay, this now takes us to the open business portion of the agenda. Does anybody on council have anything that they'd like to discuss? Okay, I have something real quick. I just want to let everybody know that the VFW here on Pine Street on July 17th and the 31st, they're going to have a service agent there from 8 to 3 p.m. and it will be located in the hall. So you could pull up there and it's really well, and I know the lady that does there, and she helps a lot of veterans, including myself. So just want to let everybody know, and it's again, that's July 17th and the July 31st from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. Mayor, did you have anything? Okay. Mr. Baum?
Thank you, Chairman, City Council. I just want to come forward and let viewers at home just briefly discuss the small business relaunch program that we launched on June 26th. We are taking applications for small micro businesses, 25 full-time employees or fewer through July 20th. If we don't expend all the funds, those applications will go in front of the committee and be brought forward to this council for approval. If we don't expend all of our allocation, then we'll open up another window. But I did want to let local businesses know that they can get in touch with my office, area code 734-258-4180. And if they have any trouble with the application or questions or need help navigating through the application, we can help them out. It is also eligible for 501c3 nonprofit organizations if they meet all the criteria as well. So I just want to make sure that we're making proper outreach, and if there are any questions for any businesses within the city of Taylor, to contact my office.
Appreciate you bringing that up because I was
Mr. Chair.
thinking about that.
Mr. Vaughn,
Ms. Vaughn.
did you say how many you have so far? Or have you gotten any so far?
Right now, we have 2 applications, and I should make this clear also, because it was passed under the CARES Act, if any business has gotten a PPP loan, which were the ones that got through banks, they would be deemed ineligible because it's a duplication of benefit.
Right.
It was under the same congressional act. So one applicant has already received PPPs, and we did get our second application in over the weekend. I do expect them to start trickling in because they do have to provide financials, so it's going to take them a little while to get through the application. But we did make sure that the application was less daunting, and than some other communities. We made sure that we're getting the proper information we need to make a determination. And for internally, we have a 4-person committee that will, there are no department heads. One employee from 4 different departments will review the applications, make a recommendation, and they will be brought forward to this body.
Councilman Johnson?
Is this a forgivable, they don't have to pay it back?
Through the chair, that's a great question. These are grants, these are not loans. They will not have to be paid back.
And Ms. Mullin?
As long, they will have certified that they, if we do find out that they did receive duplicate benefits, then we would have to enforce them paying them back.
One more, and how much do we have available?
Our total pot right now that this council approved is, we have $200,000 allocated. And we get that, some other small communities don't get it, we get it because we are an entitlement community. And I should note that there is a Wayne County Small Business Grant Program as well. Theirs probably will take a little longer for approvals, but we want to make sure that as many Taylor businesses have access to these funds as possible. So I definitely want to advertise that program as well. They give up to $10,000. And that is for businesses with 50 or fewer employees. So there are some differences between the programs. Wayne County, you have to have been a licensed business for over 1 year. We met internally and we thought, hey, if there's a business that's been here less than a year and has dumped a bunch of resources into being a business in our community, we did not want to ignore them. So our program, you have to have been a licensed registered business in the city of Taylor as of February 29th, 2020.
Jeff, I got a couple. Can people apply for both Wayne County and Taylor?
That's a great question. They can. Now, they cannot receive both.
Okay.
And Mayor's office, we are working on making sure that we can communicate with Wayne County to see, make sure that there is no duplication.
Yeah.
Because part of our HUD grant is we do have to adopt policies and procedures to make sure that we have the right checks and balances to make sure that businesses aren't receiving duplicate benefits.
Also is like, I guess nonprofits, like we have a lot of organizations in the city that rely on hall rental, VFWs, Masonic lodges, stuff like that. Are they eligible for this?
Sure. So our initial intent is to get all the applications. That committee will make determinations. It's up to 7,500. If they feel less, it'll be up to the committee. And we want to touch as many businesses as possible.
Okay, sure.
Chairman, quick question.
Remy?
Who set up the guidelines? Is it a preset guideline for all cities with this program, or did we do our own input as far as setting what they must have to apply?
It's a great question through the chair. There are minimal guidelines from HUD, such as duplicate of benefits. You have to have been negatively impacted, obviously, by the COVID. So, there's some businesses that didn't have to shut their doors, such as supermarkets, liquor stores. They didn't feel the impact of, say, somebody who had, like a hall rental who had to completely shut down their business. So that the committee will weigh that and make sure that they have to show that through their financials that there was a negative impact on their business. And we have to prove that as well to HUD. It'll be part of our normal audits and all that stuff. So we ought to have proper record retention as well.
Did you guys? Anybody else?
Yeah, I just have one. Totally went blank on that one. Oh, do you have the information for Wayne County for our residents? Can they call your office? I did a webinar with the Wayne County treasurer, and he did give us information on that. So if you don't have it, which I'm sure you do, I could pass it on to you.
Through the chair, and the initial release, Carl Zymek did put the link to Wayne County. If they call our office, we will definitely give them that information. Again, if we can get some businesses funded through there and touch more business with ours, all the better for Taylor.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other questions?
Yep, I have one.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Paul.
Back when we voted on the landscaping for the senior center, I forgot to ask, who's going to be maintaining that? Our people? That's a lot of money to put out beautiful things for our seniors and then not have anybody to take care of it.
Mr. Chairman, yes, there is no maintenance agreement with that, so we will take care of it, our building and grounds team, so Guido's team.
Okay.
I think there's a couple other volunteers there.
There are.
I can't think of his name. He goes
Martin,
on-
yeah.
Martin always goes up.
There's a handful of volunteers, but, the bigger stuff, it will be the building and grounds team.
Okay.